We'll move on to the one that everybody watched, Skeleton Crew, episodes 1
Hell
and 2
yeah.
review. Best Star Wars content since the OG trilogy? I don't know.
Not the
I
OG
don't know.
trilogy. I'd say best Star Wars content since Mandalorian.
Okay, but Mandalorian was the best Star Wars content since the OG trilogy. Wouldn't you say that?
Yes.
Kevin, I literally went to
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi. When I watched that today, I go, best thing since Return of the Jedi. This thing's sick.
Because I'll say I feel like Rogue One to me, I didn't enjoy it the first time, but going back and watching it now, I find it much better than it was, but
Let me say
still
this.
not as good as OG.
Let me say, Rogue One is so good that I consider Rogue One part of the original trilogy now, especially because that's where it fits in the timeline. Like
Right,
it really does too. So it's so Rogue One is the best thing since the original trilogy, 100%. I just mean like outside of like the movies that are connected for the original trilogy and Rogue One, I feel like what I got out of Skeleton Crew was the first time I was like, and Mandalorian did it for me too, but like where I was like, oh, this is fucking Star Wars again. Like I was like a little kid watching it again. That's why it really worked for me a lot, both episodes. But I want to know what you guys thought about it. So Duggan, you said you watched it today. You loved it?
I absolutely loved it. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, like I said. I like the old trilogy, and I mean, so let me rephrase. I am a movie lover. I watch all movies, all shapes and sizes. I don't discriminate. So your dislike for the new Star Wars, I don't have that much. So watching it right off the bat, I could not help but to love Neil. Neil's probably
the best.
I can't. I wish I want to just. I would do anything for Neil. I fucking like that character so much. I think that he is perfect character to be with Wim, who's fucking off his reservation. And talk about a nipple baby. I mean, Jesus Christ. But that's a whole another thing.
Nipple baby?
A Nepo. Who is he?
Nepo
Who's his
baby.
dad?
No, what I'm saying, so his dad works for whatever. What I'm saying is this kid has fucking the luxury to have all these gold coins and fucking, drift off into space, and he doesn't have issues. So he's just like, he wants to get into trouble because he's so nurtured to.
He seems like he has issues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, where's his mom? And he definitely stands sadly outside of Babar's house.
Yeah,
missing the whole family and siblings and
yes,
stuff.
He's almost as bad as the kid in Salem's Lot, but we'll see. That's yet to be determined.
Fucking Babar.
He's
the Babar reference. I love it.
I really kind of hated the fact that Babar's snout was like blocking everything. Like, I mean, they do a good job because there's obviously a person in that, but you can't really tell that like the CGI eyes and mouth moving. I mean, you barely ever see his mouth. And I did like can't you muzzle his trunk or something? Because I don't speak from my trunk.
Yeah.
He's definitely made like that's one of those things where when Star Wars makes a creation where it's like, oh shit, like this is like if this becomes like a doll, it's gonna sell like hotcakes, right? And that's like I just can't like that. I want to get a Neil.
Absolutely. Give me
a Neil
fucking.
Marriage. I want a Neil fucking pillow I could fall asleep on.
A little Neil plush.
That's creepy as fuck because he's a little kid, but I don't care.
Speaking of pillows, Dan, what's behind you over there? That dog. I keep seeing that thing.
That's a
Target
24-inch plush Target dog.
Mm.
Oh,
because when my son was circling stuff in the Target, it was circling toys and children in the Target catalog.
Yeah, that's right. He wanted one.
That's one of the things that he circled.
I want the kid.
I want the kid. No, you just circled the thing. You just circled the thing.
Matt Garcia said Peter Serafinos was Victor Frankenstein, apparently.
Thanks, Matt.
Bro, he sounded just like Tim Curry. Like, I am shocked that it was not Tim Curry. And you'll be shocked now when you watch it too.
Matt always coming through in the clutch, just serving up info.
No, he's always quick to correct me, and I appreciate it.
That's what we need.
Yeah, because you need quick correction, Kevin. You suck.
I was under the impression that we weren't going to be fact checked during this podcast.
Yes, we're breaking the rules, Matt. We're breaking the rules. No, but I love. I mean, you can't. The fact that Steven Spielberg had nothing to do with this show is a fucking mind blowing to me because
Dude.
it's literally like
Yeah, you fucked me when you said Steven Spielberg. I'm like, this isn't Steven Spielberg.
No,
I got fucking
when
Back to
the
the Future
dad-
vibes
yeah.
so bad.
When the dad was walking through the forest and the spaceship was taking off, and he
It's like
dropped the
E.T..
fu- It was
Yes.
ET. I was like, holy shit, it's ET. Drops the flashlight in the grass, and I'm like,
Dude,
this
it's
is a
E.T..
scene straight out of ET.
when the kid's walking down the street in the fucking neighborhood with the houses, it's also E.T.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
literally E.T. He's playing with the fucking toys like Elliot in E.T. It's just E E.T.
It's ET, but everybody's aliens. What's the deal with Steve Urkel and Mother Moses Wolfenstein being
Yes.
pirates?
Yes.
I don't like
Really
a blow
annoying.
the eye.
I seen him. I was like, motherfucking Steve Urkel's in this. Nice.
He's
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
there and he's got his little thing.
He's
he
playing.
goes,
He's
he
playing
goes-
Star Wars Deadshot.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck. He goes, I gotta go grab Wolfie.
Yeah, what's up with
I-
Goldar leading the troops over there?
Dude,
Oh my
I
God.
loved that they have like a practical villain like that. He looked fucking great. I think he
Oh, he
looked
does.
great.
The fact he
Wolfie.
comes out of the fucking ship, he's got two blasters, just blasting fuckers. I was like, yes, all day, sir.
We
lost good
we
men.
lost good men for
one
one measly
credit.
credit.
Put him in the airlock and send him off into space.
No, I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
we're assuming that was Jude Law with the fancy
Definitely.
helmet on.
CeeLo,
It
yeah.
has to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I loved all the kids. Like I said, obviously Neil and Wim are great. I mean, I love that they see each other and standing there and they're like, oh, and they get in the fucking lightsaber fight. It's like, I don't know. I feel like so many of these shows make the Jedi seem like a bunch of fucking assholes lately. And this show, like, it brings back like I fucking love Jedi. Like these kids
What
love
if
the
he's
fucking
not a
Jedi.
good guy though? What if Jude
Right,
Law's
he
a bad
probably-
guy?
He
Jude
probably
Law
is not a good guy.
definitely not a good guy. He's a straight up
Yeah.
pirate.
Right. But
Right,
he
Jude
could
Law-
become
Jedi.
a good guy.
Jude Law is 100% Captain Hook.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, taking those kitties off the Neverland.
SM33 Smee. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Uh,
that is me. Holy shit.
Yes. You didn't
Like-
know
like-
that? How
no,
did
I didn't know.
Get that.
SM.
Really?
I didn't even know the droid's name. I didn't even pick up the droid's name the whole time because I was just
Said it
laughing.
the
At,
entire time.
I know, but I didn't even pay attention to that. I was just listening to Nick Frost fucking talking like, yes, Nick
oh,
Frost.
so good.
I was like, Smee? Your name is Smee? You're on a pirate ship? I'm like, are you kidding
Thanks,
me?
Matt.
They go in, he's got the fucking hat on and everything else in the room. I'm like, this is Captain Hook's ship. What the fuck? And
Yeah.
Jude Law had played Captain Hook in a live action version previously. right?
Mhm.
Look that up, Dan. Go ahead.
He
Boy,
did.
told me
He
about
did.
today.
No,
Yeah.
he did.
Oh wait, was he in Pan?
Yes, the one that was a
Yeah,
Netflix movie.
So when Duffy
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
this is like a Goonies movie, and I go,
Oh, Peter
is the
Pan
fuck-
and Wendy.
this is a Peter Pan movie. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah,
So we got Peter Pan and E.T. combined so far.
Peter Pan, E.T., the Goonies. I'm like,
Well, that's
it's a little bit of everything.
yeah. It's well, Goonies is a pirate movie, so it's literally the. It's so fucking good, and like this is what's his face, John. What's the John Watts, the guy who did
Yeah, Watts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he did the Spider-Man Homecoming trilogy, and
Yeah.
like I mean, the dude think about his movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. He's like, I love the Breakfast Club, the John Hughes style movies. That's the
Awesome.
theme I want for my Spider-Man movies. And now he's like, I also loved the fucking Goonies, and that's what I'm gonna do for Star Wars. And I don't know, it's just amazing.
It is such a refreshing take on Star Wars right now that I'm already in love with it.
Me too.
So-
I swear to God. And Star Wars has been known to hook me with like an episode or two and then really fucking tank. So I swear to
See,
God. if this-
unfortunately, this is hooked onto the Star Wars label because honestly, if you just showed this to me this morning and didn't tell me anything about it, didn't tell me it was related to Star Wars at all, it could be its own fucking thing. That's how good this is. It doesn't even have to be related to Star Wars. The fact that it is, and they just spoiler alert, they just happen to run into a Jedi when they're fucking locked in the brig. I like that doesn't have to be there. Just the fact that it is.
Mhm. I know.
I'm saying Force user. I'm not saying he's a fucking Jedi in the
Yeah.
slightest.
No, he's
The
definitely
space
just force
between us and the
sensitive.
key is an illusion.
Yeah. He's a
He
magician,
probably-
actually.
he probably would like survived not Order 66, but he probably survived Order 66 and then like just never. He's like, fuck this, dude. I almost got killed for trying to be a fucking Jedi. It's like
Yoda started licking his ear when he was doing trading in the Force, and he's like, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore.
Kevin, you had a question?
Did you notice that the droid piloting the school bus is the droid that pilots the
Star Tours?
Star Tours.
Yes, of course.
Incredible.
Next time, and the worst thing they could have done was allow kids in that movie to stick gum on the back of the droid's head, because now every fucking Star Tours is gonna have gum tapped to the back of that fucking droid's head.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
If they let you get that close to it. But the this is one of those things though, because like obviously Disney's all about like how can we take our series, incorporate them into our parks, and make them like connect. You could, if the show ends up being a full success, like I think it probably will, you could easily get a new theme going at Star Tours, and it could be fucking Skeleton Crew, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Like literally hop in with the Skeleton Crew. The kids are like, "Oh shit, we got to get the fuck out of here!" Like, I would be pumped if they did that, or at least a couple different renditions where you could get that like Skeleton Crew takeoff. But
For sure.
makes it for the kids again, anyways. But I fucking love the show. Does anyone have any negatives about this show?
I have one.
What is it?
The bully kid that pulled up and was calling
on
the
the
two
bike?
girls spazoids on the bike. He was a terrible actor, and I never want to see him again.
Ever.
I think you probably won't.
Yeah, good. He was like, he pulls up and he's like, "What's up, spazoids? Are we still going to go for our race today?"
I guess I don't have a complaint more than a question, but it's like, so they're all living on this quote fantasy place that doesn't exist.
One would call it a treasure planet.
Treasure
Right,
Island.
Oh,
Oh,
Treasure Planet,
shit.
the other one. Wait, doesn't
Right.
Disney own Treasure Planet?
Yes, and Treasure Island.
So, but anyway, so it's like you have that, but so I don't know if it's just unbeknownst to the children or if it's to like everybody. And then secondly, how the fuck did the ship just end up in this ditch without anybody's knowledge? I guess would be my only other.
I think it had
Observation,
to have
but-
been there. It had to have been there for quite some time. We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
right.
probably find out how long Smee was offline for.
Right.
Because if the dead bodies in there are skeletons,
Right.
that's a good amount of time. And I'd have to say that probably I'd have to say maybe end of like Old Republic before the Empire took over.
Well, because like
It's
that
probably-
robot, that's the Shmi robot that brought them to the pirate place or whatever. It seemed like fucking Goldar and his team knew at least of that ship or that robot. So I don't know what that time frame looks like. That's my only.
I don't think it
understand.
seemed like they knew that. They just knew he was a droid. All they said was
Old Republic predates New Republic, so like it goes past that. So you're talking like a couple hundred years.
Wait. Because they said they had what, Old Republic credits? Is that what they
yes,
were? Okay.
Old Republic credits. So I mean, you're
Okay.
talking a couple thousand years, probably a couple,
But-
at least, yeah, somewhere in
But
there.
Old Republic credits would also have been the currency pre-Empire too, though. So
Old, like, well, this. I hear what you're saying, right? But when they say Old Republic, right,
you're thinking that old?
I'm
that
just-
old.
I'm just saying, so the barrier that they're talking about has to do with something where I guarantee that they had something when the Empire started to take over where they were able to put this barrier and hide their planet away from the Empire and just kind of build this planet away from all of that shit. And they just had all this money and stuff. And that's just kind of
Yeah.
what's been happening. It's
Well,
been
yes.
going around for that
Well,
long. And that's why it's a myth that it doesn't even exist. So
Yes.
they just kind of kept building on that myth for hundreds of years that this doesn't exist. And it
Well, this is
actually-
why.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
the
why I
village.
believe it.
It's the
well,
village in space. The
Yeah.
Shyamalan movie.
Well, this is
Oh,
why
yeah.
I think it's more Old Republic, because there's a massive gap of time that you have that goes from Old Republic to now, where things can be lost, right? You can have that separation where people think it's just it's a myth. It's never been. It's one of those things that's never been found. So it's like,
but why would they have hid themselves during the Old Republic when it was still the peacekeeping Jedi and like all that era?
The Old Republic wasn't always peacekeeping Jedi.
Okay, well, the High Republic was though, and that was thousands of years. So,
but if they've been off grid for thousands of years, right? That makes sense why they're living in like suburbia. That would make sense why everything's like, hey, what are you gonna do to be the helpful people of Aden? Yeah, I can't say that fucking shit. That's a tongue twister, right? Right, for this place. That's why they have the coin, like Old Republic credits, right? It's not like you have your fat credits that you have now. Like, it makes more sense
old before Empire and then New Republic.
It's old. Old is predates.
Stop using that fucking word predates. You say before or after. I'm not an English major. I don't know these things. Did it happen before or after?
It goes Old Republic. It goes Old Republic, High Republic, which is still technically the Old Republic. Yeah. Then it was the Empire. Yes, the Empire.
Yes.
Yeah. Then it was New Republic.
Yeah.
So they could have been chilling for fucking a grip. And then they're like, oh shit, the Empire's coming, bubble wrap that shit. So yeah, that money could be fucking like Aztecian money.
I just think they would. I don't think they. I think the Empire, the rise of the Empire, would have been the catalyst to hide the planet. That's what I think. But that's just
good call.
That's just me. But I'm sure they'll explain it. That's part of the fucking mystery. They have to explain it. I hope.
Yeah,
because I guarantee you, the father storyline is going to be our fucking kids took a spaceship out of the fucking planet. We need to go get them back, and the people on the planet are going to be like, no. And he's like, what the fuck? And it's gonna be like, no, we've been hiding since the Empire.
It's already going that direction because the fucking droids are like, oh yeah, come with me. We're gonna go get your kids.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yes. Oh yeah, no worries. And then they're just gonna lock them up and be like, you didn't.
Let me ask you guys something. Bro. This has nothing to do with the actual plot. How bad do you want one of those fucking space houses?
Oh yeah! Oh my god, yes.
I took one look at those space houses. I'm like, man, that's fucking sick. Like I wish, like I have like a similar layout neighborhood. I know Dan does too. And I was like, imagine if our neighborhood with these sick fucking space houses, like with the round fucking roofs and all that shit. That looks amazing.
What's up with that?
I want Neil's bubble bath.
What's up with them dancing around the like child slavery and fucking shit like that? I don't understand why that's relevant.
What are you talking about? The fucking
when they get to the pirate place, when they get to the spaceport, the fucking alien stripper, she's like grabs him and she's like, "You gotta come with me." They're like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh, kids aren't supposed to be here. Like they want to traffic these children.
It's dangerous."
It's dangerous.
Well, yes. I mean, you're around criminals that are willing to make a buck off of you. That is
I'm just saying. It's weird. It's weird for a Disney show to be dancing around children traffic. I'm just saying.
They just want to bring attention to the issues.
Coyotes. You got to be aware.
What was that movie? The Sound of Freedom. It's the sound of freedom in space.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
Where there is no sound.
That's the soundless freedom.
Sound.
The soundless freedom.
Oh, that would be
man. This show's great though. I'm glad you guys all liked it because I thought I didn't think it was just gonna be me. Like Duggan, I know you're a hard sell on some of this shit, but like I know Dan's such a big Dan is such a big like Goonies guy. I knew he was gonna love it, and John loves old 80s shit, so I knew he was gonna love it. So, but I'm glad you guys all like it. It wasn't just me.
Neil fucking sold me. As soon as he started talking, I'm like, I'm in. I don't even care what the show's about. I'll watch it for Neil. As long as he doesn't get hurt.
I think KB is awesome.
Dude, little radars.
Yeah, she's the one with the fucking
Data from Star Trek.
Yep.
No, Jodie LaForge, sir. No, not Data.
Yeah, read rainbow, sir.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Butterfly in the sky.
Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you like what you saw here, make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to grow this channel and every single subscription helps. You know what else helps? Clicking that like button. Click that notification bell. That way every single time that we drop a new bit of content, you get notified about it. If you like these conversations and you want to see the full unedited versions of them, make sure you go over and check out the Random Things podcast. We go live every Thursday night and it gets crazy. We'll probably get canceled before we get too big.